we are going to be swapping my screen time for reading. So all of the hours that I spent on my phone last week, we are going to be spending reading this week, and we're just going to see how much I can read, how I feel. Last time I did this video, I felt incredible after. Okay, oh yeah. Yep. So on Sunday, January 14th, I was on my phone for 5 hours and 18 minutes. All right, we're going to be starting with finishing Kingdom of Ash, and now we're going to get started. 5 hours and 20 minutes. Oh my god, this flavor is so good.
Smile, smile. So all you lucky ones, what up? You're always on the run, what up? I mean, don't get me wrong, but what up? Or was I not the one you dreamt of? No. 'Cause the life you live will never be enough.
Okay, obviously I cannot say much, but I just made it to the little mini crossover between this series and ACOTAR. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy I got that on camera. We are on day 2, Monday, January 15th. I was on my phone for 1 hour and 44 minutes. I have decided I'm gonna go back a couple chapters in Kingdom of Ash just because I feel like mentally I just checked out, and I want to make sure that I'm still like really getting everything out of Kingdom of Ash because it's such a big book. Okay, literally I glazed over such a significant moment. I'm so happy I went back because holy shit. This series was so good. I feel like these characters are always gonna hold such a special place in my heart. And just like the ending was so perfect. Like as much as I am like so sad it's done, I'm so happy that everything was wrapped up in the way that it was. It's such a good book. I totally feel like I've been doing this for a week already, but we are only on day 3. I think I'm going to pick up the roughest draft. Let's just take a second. Look at this cover. Look how beautiful it is. I feel like it's giving a little bit of a similar vibe to The People We Meet on Vacation, which is one of my favorite books. This was actually the book that got me into reading in the first place. On Tuesday, January 16th, I was on my phone for 2 hours and 29 minutes. It feels so weird starting a book that isn't Sarah J Maas or like fantasy at all. Okay, starting the book with a Virginia Woolf quote. Love it.
I'm fading away, and I wonder why no one ever stayed.
I just found out it's dual timeline.
How am I supposed to spend my days?
Okay, so I am about an hour in now, and so far I'm really enjoying this book. It definitely is giving me the same energy that an Emily Henry book gives me. Basically, so far in the intro of this book, they're just introducing the main topic, which is these 2 famous authors that wrote this really amazing, super successful book, but they had a really bad falling out, and it's been years since they've written, and basically both of their careers are struggling. So they're starting to revisit this contract that they still had going. It scares me every single time. That is done. I made it to chapter 20, so I'm on page 115, and I'm really sad that I have to put it down. It is day 4. All day yesterday, the only thing I wanted to do was keep reading, so I'm excited, and the fact that we'll be reading for like 4 hours today doesn't even scare me. On Wednesday, January 17th, I was on my phone for 4 hours and 7 minutes. I paused the timer, but this book is utterly consuming my brain right now. It is so hard reading romance books as a hopeless romantic. I'm not living in a book. I can't like create these ideas in my head and these extra plots that actually haven't happened. But it's so easy to fall down that rabbit hole and just start inventing things in your head and creating storylines that don't actually exist. But this book is so good. I very rarely get this feeling from romance books now, ever since I started reading fantasy. Okay, you know that feeling when you like really like someone and you're getting that like fluttery feeling in your stomach and you feel almost like sick? That is how I feel right now. That is what this book is making me feel. This book is too good. It is too good. Welcome to day 5. Oh, yikes. Thursday, January 18th, I was on my phone for 5 hours and 1 minute. Wish me luck. Today we are starting a new book, The Cruel Prince. I feel like I've heard really good things, so I have a good sense that I'm gonna like it. 5 minutes started. 5 minutes? No, 5 hours started. I'm delirious. The touch of your hand makes me tremble within. Love the smell of your hair. Lying here in my bed. Done for the day. Welcome to day 6 out of 7. We are so close to the end. I'm gonna be honest, I've been losing steam. It's getting harder and harder to just read and read and read and read in the most like manic way I've ever done. Today we're going to be reading for 4 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, I've just paused the timer. I still have 1 hour and 51 minutes left, but I just finished reading The Cruel Prince. This took a very unexpected turn. I actually really started to enjoy following the main character. I feel like Jude starts off as still kind of more of like a kid. As the story progresses, it becomes more and more apparent that she's actually a lot more layered than I thought. I don't really know where I stand on this, but for the time being, I still have basically 2 more hours to read, so I'm going to be starting the Crescent City series by none other than Sarah J. Maas, my favorite author of all time. I'm so excited to delve into another one of her worlds. I'm a little bit nervous just because I've never read like an urban fantasy.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave.
Welcome to the last day of this video. It's a lot. My brain hurts just a little bit. Saturday, January 20th, I was on my phone for 4 hours and 40 minutes, so the same as yesterday.
My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me.
So I I just opened the alarm app to try to show you guys that the alarm had gone off, and in opening the app, it closed the timer. It ended the timer. So anyway, that's as much proof as I can give you, but I promise I did not cheat. Let's get into the full debrief of this week. So in the span of 1 week, I read for a total of 28 hours, and I read throughout these 4 books, and I read a total of 1,182 pages. This challenge is always extremely eye-opening. I feel like there's so many excuses that I could say right now, but at the end of the day, there's really no reason that I need to be spending that amount of time on my phone. But anyway, I digress. I know a lot of us are just here to talk about books, so let's discuss the books that I read this week. So, of course, I started by finishing Kingdom of Ash. This is the final book in the Throne of Glass series, as I'm sure a lot of you know. This book, I feel like, was just the most perfect ending I could have ever imagined for the end of this series. I love these characters more than anything right now, and I will definitely be rereading the entire series somewhere down the line. Then next, I read The Roughest Draft by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. I feel like this book was just done so well. It has every quality that you want in a romance book. It has like a very well-rounded plot line. It's more than just the romance between the 2 main characters, but you also are rooting for the main characters to get together because you like them both, and I feel like that's just really important in a romance book. So yeah, this is definitely one of my 5 stars. I forgot to say, but obviously I'm giving Kingdom of Ash 5 stars. This I'm also giving 5 stars. 2 really great books back to back. Then I read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This book, I feel like I can really see the ideas and the potential in this world. I think that if I were to give the next book in the series a chance, I think I might grow to like this series more. But with that said, I feel like just the nature of this book felt a little bit more theatrical and a little bit young for me, which is totally on me for picking up a young adult book. But I had just heard so many great things about this that I thought I would like it. But it did take me more than half the book to start rooting for the main character and actually feeling like I liked reading about her. For now, with this book, I'm going to give it a 3 stars. And then finally, I started Crescent City 1, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I have made it 230 pages into this book. This book definitely has a much stronger mystery plot line to it than her other series. I'm definitely intrigued. I'm very curious to see how this unfolds, but I'm really surprised by how much I like the setting. I've never read a urban fantasy. I've never read fantasy that isn't like out in the wild. So far, so good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm very curious to see where the rest of this series goes. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a like if you did. You can also subscribe. Here's my Instagram if you would like to see more content from me. And until next time, I will talk to you in my next video.